Today I'm gonna solve the mystery of the Derwent pencil line. They have multiple types of sets. Some that are firmer pencils with more oil, and some that have better light fastness. Don't laugh at me, these are pruners, because I'm a gardener. But these work, seem to work. Yeah, there's 2 trays. These are supposed to blend really well. Let's see what the outside of the tin says. Drawn to perfection, professional quality. A lot of people are saying these are student grade, by the way. Achieve exceptional color saturation with rich pigments and bold colors. Enjoy consistent quality for every project, every time. That's one thing I think isn't happening with a variety of brands, is this one's supposed to have every single time they produce something, it's going to be the same results. And if they do change it, they're not going to surprise you. They're going to announce it. So I thought that was kind of cool that this brand has a lot of history. And speaking of history, it talks about how long they've been around. So one thing about it saying that the quality and craftsmanship, they do have different types of Derwent for collectors, which I thought was interesting. I won't be doing those, obviously, because my journey is literally to learn art and stuff, and I don't need, high quality collector items for something like this. But vibrant, blendable color, smooth, creamy laydown, premium core strength that can handle pressure. So one of the things that I've noticed since my coloring journey is that I do apply a lot of pressure to my pencils. Some pencils can't handle that because I want to put that color down with a couple layers. I like a lot more pressure for my pencils. So next step, I'm going to do a test with a color chart, of course. That shouldn't take too long. I'll also try it on different papers. I think this will be a little fun journey, especially since I have been eyeballing Derwent forever, but I decided to finally just get a little set since it was super discount. Get a little set, check them out. Got the names down, but what I'm looking for, this is printer paper. It's not super cheap paper, but I'm looking for the feeling that I get with different pencils. I do like pencils that are oily. I like pencils that are not scratchy. They feel really nice. These seem to be the same price as Prisma on sale. This one is Golden Sun. That's actually a nice color. Flame. Scarlet. Yeah, I'm not having to do too much pressure here. The pigment, I'm barely even touching it. One of the things I'm noticing so far is that I don't have to apply hardly any pressure, and I'm getting color down. Now I'm on strawberry. I don't think that happens with some of these pencils. This one is salmon. I could see why a lot of people are talking highly of these. Creamy like Prisma, which I did not think they would be. They seem creamier than Artix and Arteza. The barrel though, the barrel doesn't feel as smooth. Ooh, this magenta. Lilac. It's a pretty color too. Violet. Beautiful denim color. Turquoise green. This is not what I would say turquoise green is, but it's a nice color. I would say this is like a minty green. Once again, when you do light pressure, it does add a lot of color. It's really nice. Grass green. Burnt sienna. Ooh, I really like this one. This is almost, this is a skin color. Raisin. Natural brown. This is not what I expected the natural brown to be, but it's nice. This is platinum. This is part of their metallics in this set. The black's supposed to be warmer than some of them. I can see a little bit of warmth in it. I think my biggest issue sometimes is that whenever I use the Prisma with yellow, it kind of makes it green, which is really annoying. So here's white, which I'll be testing on black paper in a moment. Okay, I'm gonna do a test with this automatic one. Very, very nice. Let's see how far it did it though. Sometimes I wonder. Okay, so that's how much it took down. Not much actually. Sometimes I had too much pressure. I really do like this pen sharpener, even if it's not known as the best. All right, let's get the books that I usually colored in. The first test I'm gonna do is through Blackout Bliss. Let's see. As you can tell, I have done quite a few sets because each of these provide a different experience. This one is now my Derwent test. And once again, this isn't full out black. It feels like a paper that's been dyed and toughened out. This is not what I expected because I've seen a lot of people do tests on black paper, so I am gonna do a follow-up at some point and do some tests on all of these against real black paper. But for now, this is not what I expected. Obviously, the Prisma White always does great, and I just really thought this was gonna be the comparable to Prisma Premier. Interesting. Even the Amazon Basics did better. And Scholar, this is Prisma. This is not what I expected at all. I'm really mystified on that. So it's got to be this paper. This paper loves these other pencils, even Evazar's. Polychromos did about the same, maybe. Yeah, it looks about the same. Interesting. Oh, it looks like I did a yellow as well. So let me go do a yellow real quick. That one did good. It's not horrible. It's way better than Crayola and some of the budget brands, but yeah, it did a little bit better than some of them. Yeah, this is my next test. I just want to see how this does with, let's see, we'll do a flower over here. This feels really, really smooth on this paper. I'm not having to add too much pressure. I'm just doing layers. So in this book, it is doing incredible. And this is cheap paper. Yeah, let's do this. Very cool. Oh, shoot. I was like, why is this looking like it's bending? Oh. Well, that's a shame. You mean to tell me it can't handle me? It can't handle my pressure. It could have been my sharpener. All right, so we've got that. I'm thinking that was really good. Let's go to our next one. Next test is in an Amazon coloring page. Let's find a place that has some flowers because these are really flower-oriented colors. We're gonna get my magenta in here. Never colored these type of flowers. Okay, we're gonna go in with purple first. In this book, it's a lot different than the last book. These kind of feel like, now this is bizarre, but they kind of remind me of Polychromos. Just how they feel. They've got this firmness but softness, so they're obviously not Polychromos, but I'm really enjoying these. But yes, I was looking at the prices online, and these are about the same price as Prismacolor. And I'm going to try to do this whole page, so if I come here again, I'm not sad. Like, what was the colors I used? Bring in a little bit of this. Ooh, burnt sienna, we're going to put you here. See how you do with thin. Yeah, something about this kind of has that Polychromos vibe to it. And I know it's not that. It's just not smooth, as in what I feel with Artix and Arteza give me that smooth. It's not bad at all either. Bring in that magenta. And the tips I think I'm going to leave a little light because I think that'll kind of make it look like they're coming out. And one thing that about this, it doesn't have that wax bloom like you can get with other pencils. Well, I'm going to be using that. I would have never ran into that right now anyway, if I wasn't forced to use the 3 colors. Okay, Derwent. Okay, you're impressive. Next up, Grains of Gold. This little page here. I'm just going to take it around here just to feel how this paper is. That is not what I expected it to feel like. It feels like Arctics in here. Super smooth. We'll just add these around the edges. I love Prisma. I think I've told you that many, many times, but there's moments where Prisma kind of smears a little, and that's not a bad thing at all, because sometimes you want to blend everything. This is a very different experience. This is definitely worth being in the collection. This is going to be a multi-toned rose. I love this book, and I love all of her books, and it's been so wonderful to see all the different experiences you can get with each pencil. I mean, I think I've said this before. It's like each pencil has a different experience. It's almost like you're playing a different character in a video game, and the video game is your coloring page. These feel wonderful. Oh, right. So that's done. I wish I had more time to do this. It's very, very fun. I really, really like these pencils so far in the Hannah Carlson book. And she's one of my favorites, so I need good pencils for her book. The next page in here, it's just this page. This isn't my last test. This is just the test in the books. I'm going to do my other test in, I've got some printer paper that's similar to Hannah Carlson paper. Now in this book, it feels like almost like Prisma, but firmer. And then that gives you a completely different experience. Look how beautiful this color is. We're going to bring in this color. I know I don't want to, but I'm going to do it anyway. Come on. Wow. Check that out. Huh. I'm really enjoying these pencils. Let's see, we're going to try out the white. See what the white does up in here. Come on, white. I'm adding a lot of pressure. Well, I'm just blending them. So it kind of muted it a little, which you kind of want, right, when you're trying to add white on top of a color. They layer and they blend. You are on my wish list one day. I am going to get a 72, I think. But for now, I think I'm going to have fun playing with these. Now, in this case, I want to kind of add one more layer in the middle just to see what it does with that white. And it added it. Look at that. I don't think that's normal. Not a lot of pencils will let you do it. Put it on top of there again. Printer paper. Yeah, here's the different papers. This is the test I did a while back. I might as well. Derwent over here. This Derwent, I think, knocked out Arteza. I'll have to do more tests, but it is getting close to below Polychromos. Like it could be. The thing about FSR is that it's very, very much Prisma when I'm coloring. So much that it's not softer, but it's the closest thing I've ever found. I like the Arctics because it's between the Polychromos and the Premier. When I'm coloring it, it's just it's got that nice combination, and I love my Prismas, obviously. That's why it's number 2, because it should be number 1. This should be number 2, but for some reason, because it's both of them, that's why that got up there. But no, I'm kind of thinking this is either number 4. It can't be Polychromos, so it's number 4, I think. New 4. I'm going to put new number 4 question mark. I'll put an arrow. FSR. Does it knock it out? Question mark. That means that this would be number 6. That means these would be number 7, and that's not true. 48 set. So it's not expert. I don't really know the difference, but oh, wow, that's crazy to think it's knocking out Arteza. In fact, I actually want to pull out an Arteza just because I'm in disbelief that I got one of my original favorites knocked out somehow. How is that true? Is that really true? Did I really knock out Arteza? This used to be my number 2 or 3 after Prisma. Versus, and this is just a mild test. It's not like a real test because I still got to do more testing with the Derwents. Oh, I love Arteza. Really likes this paper. I don't know. So this paper loves Arteza, so it's not fair. It's not fair. Okay, you guys, it depends on the paper. Chromaflow. I think you're number 4. I don't know why. My brain is saying that. I love them though. That's the thing, is like, would I buy them again? Yes. Look at this. Hello, Derwent. I see you for who you are. I see you. But Arteza loves this paper. It's the paper. It's nothing against you, Derwent. It's the paper. Arteza loves it. So this particular paper, I want to kind of color more, but I'm not gonna damage myself more than I am already damaged from confusion of loving both of these the same. This is different paper. It is drawing paper. Let me see what it came free with my little easel thing. More matte. At some point I should share this little book, show all my favorites. There is that. Now what I do want to do is some testing. This is this paper, by the way. I want to do some blending tests to see if I can get a turquoise color. This is turquoise green. It's kind of like a minty, maybe a vibrant turquoise, I guess. I wanted to see if I can get it into a teal color. I'm adding another layer. This one is basil. This paper has a lot of tooth in it too, because it's intending for drawing. Kind of got a teal color there. You got a little teal in there. Let me see if I can get another paper. It's allowing a lot of layers. This is a really, really dark green though. I think that's kind of mucks it a little bit. It's forgiving. So after all these tests, this was kind of burnishing, and I did the test with the white against the color that was inside a book. Yeah, I think I did all the tests that I wanted to do the use cases for these. I do know that they seem to like smooth paper, and they're very versatile in my opinion on the different types of paper. So that is my play testing with the Derwent pencils, and I have to say they've got a lot of value. I like their heritage, that they've been around a long time. You just know the quality you're going to get with these pencils, and I think that's why I was excited as well to check them out. I am very impressed. I really like you, Chromaflow, and I am grateful for another chance at checking something so incredible out. Well, I hope you found this as crazy and fascinating as I did. I love playing with the pencils probably more than I enjoy coloring at times, just because they all provide such different experiences. I hope your day's treating you well. Until next time.